to admit, our newly elected president is exceeding my expectations. In just like 2-3 days of being in office. I mean, I knew it was likely, but like to see it happen, I can't be the only one. There's some sweet justice in just the FAFO-ness of it all. Oh my God, I can't believe he's doing this already. Or, oh my God, I'm shocked. Any of us that did not vote for him are absolutely not shocked. He's doing exactly what we were trying to warn so many of you about for months. But y'all are hard-headed. Y'all are hard-headed. Y'all are so hard-headed. And my very blue liberal heart is full, knowing that it is likely not gonna take as long as I dreadfully thought it might for more and more people to wake up and smell the stank of what is Frump and all of his little minions and friends, especially the billionaire ones. Yeah, you thought they're here for you. You thought they're gonna sit here and uphold your organizations and uphold you as an individual and like look out for the working man and the people that are the have-nots. Boy, are you in for a surprise. And I'm so glad to see it smacking you right in the face, not even 48 to 72 hours after he's been in office. I'm still a little sour over the fact that so many of us are gonna have to suffer along with you, but you know what? My people that are right here in my circle, I hope you find some comfort knowing that it doesn't look like this FAFO shit show is gonna last as long as we probably thought it might. Yeah, I really don't see much of America dealing with years of this. I don't. So yeah, never fret. Stay strong, resist like hell, don't give in, call the bullshit out when you see it, and lean into community and each other. We're gonna get through this, no matter how dark it gets, but we will get through, and in the end, we will be standing.
I guess it wasn't about the price of eggs after all. Seating arrangements are important. They are significant. Where you put people on the inaugural stage is a strict definition of where you think they rank. And so it wasn't a trivial thing that the wealthiest people to ever walk this planet, who control our communications platforms, were seated in front of the cabinet itself, which, by the way, has a few billionaires and 100 millionaires, but it was never about reducing the price you pay at the pump. It was never about reducing the price you pay for your mortgage or your rent or your insurance or your grocery bills. It was always about cutting Medicare, Medicaid, the Affordable Care Act, Social Security, public education, in order to pay for the largest tax cut in human history. That's what this is. They are ripping you off.
Hey everyone, welcome to FAFO Anonymous. Let's go around the room, introduce ourselves, and say why we're here. So I voted for Trump because even though, I know he wasn't perfect and I didn't agree with everything, but he just seemed like the better candidate. And now, I have 2 kids and my husband only pays $200 a month in child support, but now it turns out he's going to be able to claim the kids on taxes. I depend on that. $200 a month for 2 kids does nothing. What am I supposed to do? I thought he was going to make things better. And now I can't even get my good tax refund for my 2 kids. Well, I mean, you knew he hated women, right? I mean, you couldn't have not known that. Well, no, I knew he hated those women, other women, but me, I voted for him. Oh yeah, that definitely sucks. How about you? Hey everyone, nice to meet you. So I voted for Trump, but because he was gonna deport all the bad illegal immigrants who are taking all of our jobs and money. But my husband owns a construction company, and yesterday, none of the undocumented immigrants showed up for work because they're afraid of a raid. But also, the documented people who are here and were fine and working for our company, they didn't even show up in solidarity. I don't even know what that word means. Oh, I know that one. It means powered by the sun. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen to his company without workers. We can't work and do the work ourselves, and none of the other people, the US citizens, white people, will even work for what we're paying these guys. Oof, yeah, that's hard, definitely not gonna see cheaper grocery prices for that. What about you? You're new. Hey everybody, I voted for Trump also. I am the parent of a gay man who I love and support. Love is love. Look at my bracelets. But yeah, I don't like all those trans people, right? So I thought that, I would vote for him. We would just get rid of them. But now I found out that my son might not be able to get married because they might overturn that Supreme Court decision that gave him that right. And my son is so upset with me that now he's not inviting me to their wedding and he hates me and won't speak to me. And I just don't understand why this is happening to me because I'm a good mother. Well, I think that's enough for today. How about we meet up here again next week, same time? Until then, continue to fuck around because you're going to find out. Okay? All right.
I witnessed a little bit of an FAFO on Facebook today, and so I thought I'd share that. There's this girl that I went to college with, and she has always been a Republican, so I'm pretty sure she voted for Donald Trump. And she posted on her Facebook today, I don't usually post political things, which drives me crazy, because if you go through life not posting or talking about political things until they affect you, you're a privileged a-hole with no empathy for anybody else. But anyway, I don't usually post political things, and then complained about how Governor Walz in Minnesota here wants to cut funding from non-public schools. The funding for her kids' private Catholic school could be cut and they could lose things. And so now she cares. Now she wants people to call their elected representatives. But of course it's Walz's fault, not Donald Trump. So I, in the comments, just nicely explained, hey, Donald Trump is trying to dismantle the Department of Education, which takes money away from public schools. And so therefore the state is going to have to make up for that money to fund the public schools at the state level. So when you vote for Republicans that consistently vote against funding education, eventually it's going to trickle down and affect you, even though your kids go to private school. And I finished it off by saying, in my opinion, private school is a choice. They should take funding away from them first, before public schools. Like, the way these people don't think at all before casting their vote. Here's a thought. If you care so much about the education of your children, vote for the people who want to put money into education, not the ones who are trying to take it out and dismantle the whole system, because it will affect you. I wish I would have thought to say, just be glad you're in a blue state, because at least the blue states will try and somehow make up that funding that's being lost at the federal level. And they're going to have to cut things like, I don't know, your private school funding, but the public school is still always an option. But those red states, I'm pretty sure they're not even going to attempt to make up that federal money that's lost for the schools. The schools will probably just close because, as you can see by going and looking at the Department of Ed Facebook page, they're pushing homeschooling. But we all know how that went during the pandemic, right? So if you're in a blue state, be glad that they're probably at least going to try and somehow figure it out. Like, are schools going to still lose funding? Yeah, probably. But it could be much worse. You could be in a red state where they're actively trying to destroy your children's education.
I'm trying not to laugh. I really am trying not to laugh, but the find out is in full freaking effect. It's in effect. Oh God. Yeah. All right. Yep. Oh, Jesus Lord. Popcorn. Insert popcorn. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can't. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I can't.
This is perhaps the most satisfying FAFO I've ever done. Welcome to Fuck Around and Find Out, where we mock Maga for their terrible choice. Yeah, it's gallows humor. We're all on the block. So remember back during the election when the Fraternal Order of Police decided to endorse Donald Trump and we all went, the fuck? Isn't he a convicted felon? Well, then Donald Trump went ahead and did the thing he promised he was gonna do. The thing they apparently were, supporting him for. He pardoned the January 6th hostages, most of whom did violent things. Allowing those convicted of these crimes to be released early diminishes accountability and devalues the sacrifices made by courageous law enforcement officers and their families. When perpetrators of crimes, especially serious crimes, are not held fully accountable, it sends a dangerous message. Did you or did you not endorse a convicted felon? It sends a dangerous message that the consequences for attacking law enforcement are not severe, potentially emboldening others to commit similar acts of violence. You mean like when you endorsed the guy who tried to storm the Capitol? The IACP and the FOP are deeply discouraged by the recent pardons and commutations granted by both the Biden and Trump administrations to individuals convicted of killing or assaulting law enforcement officers. The IACP and FOP firmly believe that those convicted of such crimes should serve their full sentences. Oh, here we go. Crimes against law enforcement are not just attacks on individuals or public safety. They're attacks on society and undermine the rule of law. It's great that you've protected yourself with that. So, Popo, how you feeling about that FAFO?